Hey guys, this is Mike and welcome back to my channel, Natural Born Critic. Today we're going to go over my favorite Xbox Live Arcade games for the 360. Alright, let's get right into it. Number 10 is Assault Heroes, which is a top-down twin-stick shooter where you move with the left thumbstick and aim with the right. You have three primary weapons, a flat cannon, minigun, and flamethrower, which are all upgradable. And you'll go through the level fighting many different variety of enemies. And at the end of each level, there's a boss battle. There's also underground on-foot missions, which are pretty difficult. Some of the most difficult parts of the game, but at the end, if you survive, you'll get a 1-up. This was one of the first Xbox Live Arcade games that I bought. The game still looks good. It's still a lot of fun. The one achievement that might give you some trouble is completing all the underground levels without dying. But that's my number 10, Assault Heroes. Number 9 is Braid, which is a beautiful puzzle platformer where you play as Tim and you're trying to collect puzzle pieces to advance the story to save the princess. In Braid, you have to manipulate time to solve many of the puzzles. It also has a unique plot with an interesting story, and some jackass ruined it for me though before I played the game, but I still enjoyed it. So give it a try. My number 9, Braid. Number 8 is Geometry Wars Retro Evolved. This is another twin stick shooter and it's just pure arcade action. You're trying to survive as long as possible and score as many points as possible. Your weapon doesn't upgrade until you hit about 10 to 12,000 points and you start with 3 bombs and 3 lives. This was the first arcade game that I did buy, and there were 2 sequels which I did not play. This game, you definitely get better the more you play. You almost get into like a trance-like zone and just see things really clearly. And you can definitely get further and further and score more points. My number 8, Geometry Wars. How I love the 80s. If you're like me and you grew up on movies like Predator and Terminator, you're going to love this game, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. It's inspired right from those movies. You're on an island. You're playing as Rex Power Colt. What a fantastic name that is. You're hunting down blood dragons. You're clearing garrisons and killing bad guys. The humor, if you ever played Duke Nukem or Serious Sam games, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's laugh out loud funny. And don't worry if you've never played a Far Cry game before. You don't have to play those games to enjoy this game. This game is backwards compatible. It's not that long of a game and the achievements are pretty easy to get. So what are you waiting for? Go get this game and relive the 80s as Rex Power Colt. That's my number 7, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Number 6 is Plants vs. Zombies, which is a tower defense game where you have to gather sunshine and grow plants in your backyard to hold off the zombie horde. I never played a tower defense game before Plants vs. Zombies, but this game's a lot of fun. The game has a kind of comical look to it, but don't let that fool you. It can be very challenging. And each of the stages has a little wrinkle to mix up the gameplay. The game comes with mini games, and there's a survival mode that'll keep you busy well into the night. So if you're like me and never played a tower defense game before, give it a try. That's my number 6, Plants vs. Zombies. Did I already mention that I love the 80s? Well, in Toy Soldiers Cold War, which is a sequel to Signal's Toy Soldiers, which was set in World War I, this is set during the Cold War between the United States and the USSR. It's a tower defense game, but unlike Plants vs. Zombies, you can take direct control of your defensive units, so get right into the action. The Toy Soldiers series is set around a diorama type battlefield in a kid's bedroom, and your defenses are placed in embankments, which have different sizes for the different types of defenses: machine guns, artillery, anti-aircraft. There's vehicles which you can control. They're like remote control vehicles. You have to recharge them with batteries on the battlefield. You can lay down barbed wire. You can upgrade your vehicles. You can repair your vehicles. And you get to play with that G.I. Joe aircraft carrier that you never had as a kid because it was too expensive. So get Toy Soldiers Cold War and draw first blood. My number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Peggle, which is our second PopCap game on this list. And in Peggle, you're just trying to clear all the orange pegs. Simple, right? Sometimes it's a little more difficult than that. You'll have a choice of different Peggle Masters with different abilities. And each Peggle Master has 5 levels that are kind of built around their special ability. The game has over 50 levels, and the later levels, after you're done the main campaign, do get harder, a lot harder. There's a challenge mode, lots of challenges. I mean, there might be just as many challenges as there is levels in this game. There was a multiplayer, which wasn't too bad. I just did it to get the achievements. And the achievements aren't too bad, except for, I think it's Peggle Master, which is clear every peg of every level. You're going to spend a lot of time on that one. My number 4, Peggle. Did I tell you guys already that I love the 80s? Okay, good. Well, this game has nothing to do with the 80s. My number 3 is Limbo, a 2D puzzle platformer with this really cool, eerie, minimalist black and white visual style. There's barely any music in the game. You're going to die a lot in this game. The deaths are pretty brutal, but you have to manipulate environmental objects to solve puzzles. And the plot of this game is up for much debate. I've seen a lot of internet theories about the game, and they're all pretty interesting. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And my wife wouldn't even watch me play this game, let alone play it herself, for this reason right here. That damn spider. And like a lot of the games on this list, there's that one damn achievement that eludes me. My number 3, Limbo. There were 3 Trials games on the Xbox 360, but my favorite was Trials Evolution. This game is easy to play but hard to master. If you ever played Excitebike, you'll love this game. It's a 3D game, but you're on a 2D plane controlling a rider on his motorcycle. It's physics-based. All you can do is lean forward or backward and control the acceleration of the bike and brake. You're trying to get through the game's many tracks without faulting and as fast as possible. The game comes with plenty of tracks, and there's also a creator mode that I could never really get the hang of, but plenty of people that know what they're doing have created some awesome tracks, so the gameplay for this game is almost endless. And you're going to spend a lot of time. It has that one more time feel to it where you try and just get a better time just by a fraction of a second and to try and beat a friend on your friends list. I don't know why this game isn't backwards compatible. It should be. And I went back and forth making this my number 1 game versus my actual number 1 game. But that's number 2, Trials Evolution. Alright guys, my number 1 is probably the best Metroidvania style game since Super Metroid, Shadow Complex. It's a bridge, which I didn't know until I was doing some research for the game, between 2 Orson Scott Card novels, Empire and Hidden Empire. I'm going to have to check them out. In Shadow Complex, you're trying to save your girlfriend Claire. While you guys are hiking, she stumbles into this shadowy complex. If you've ever played Metroid or Castlevania games before, you know that you have to get upgrades to unlock new areas of the map and upgrade new weapons. The game is in 3D, but it's played on a 2D plane, and it's pretty cool. Enemies appear in the background, which you have to take care of. There is a remastered version of the game, so definitely check that out if you're interested. All right, guys, that's my list. That's my number 1, Shadow Complex. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm sure there's some games missing that you guys think should be on the list. But if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.